Hello everyone, and welcome back to Life Single Review. I'm so grateful you're here with us today for a truly special episode. I hope you're doing well, feeling healthy, and ready to dream alongside our beloved characters. Today's story is different from our usual drama and conflict. Instead, we're going inside Dee's heart to discover the beautiful dreams he holds for his future with Huyen and little Maya. After receiving the court summons about his divorce, Dee cannot sleep. His mind is filled not with worry, but with hope. What does this hardworking man dream about when he closes his eyes? What kind of life does he imagine building with the woman he loves? Will there be a wedding celebration? What will their home look like? And how does Dee envision raising Maya together with Huyen? This episode is a gentle journey into one man's humble wishes for happiness. Sometimes the most powerful dreams are the simplest ones. Before we begin this heartwarming story, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. Let's discover together what true happiness means to a man who has known so much hardship. The night is deep and quiet over the little house by the river. Moonlight streams through the window, casting silver patterns across the simple bedroom floor. Huyen lay sleeping peacefully beside Dee, her breathing soft and steady. On her other side, little Maya has curled into a tiny ball, her small fist pressed against her cheek, dreaming whatever innocent dreams fill a child's mind. The house is still. The world outside is silent, except for the gentle sound of the river flowing past their door. But Dee cannot sleep. He lies on his back, staring at the ceiling, his mind too full for rest. On the small table beside the bed sits the court summons he received earlier that day. Those official words on paper represent something enormous. After so long waiting, the divorce proceedings will finally move forward. Soon he might be free from the marriage that ended in his heart years ago when Thuy walked away. Dee turns his head slowly to look at Huyen sleeping beside him. In the moonlight, her face looks so peaceful, so trusting. She has given him everything without asking for anything in return. She welcomed him into her life when she had every reason to be cautious. She let him become a father to Maya when she could have kept that precious role to herself. Dee feels his heart swell with gratitude and love so deep, it almost hurts. He wants the divorce to end quickly. Not because he feels hatred toward Thuy, but because he longs to move forward. He wants fairness, not revenge. He does not care about winning or taking more than his share of property. All Dee truly needs is the house, so he can continue building a life with Huyen and Maya. Everything else is just land and objects. But this home by the river, this is where his heart lives now. More than anything, Dee wants to marry Huyen properly. He wants to stand before their neighbors and declare his commitment to her. He wants to give her a ring, make vows, and call her his wife in front of everyone. Huyen deserves that honor. She has been treated poorly by life, abandoned and left to struggle alone with her daughter. Dee wants to show her that she is valued, that she is chosen, that someone will stay beside her forever. As these thoughts swirl through his mind, Dee feels himself relaxing despite his wakefulness. The anxiety about the court case begins to fade, replaced by something warmer. Hope. He closes his eyes and allows his imagination to wander into the future he desperately wants to create. What will their life look like when all the legal troubles are behind them? What kind of home will they build together? Day lets the visions come, soft and golden like the first light of dawn. He sees Huyen smiling, Maya laughing, himself working hard but happy. The images grow more vivid as his body sinks deeper into the mattress. Perhaps this is the edge of sleep, where reality blends with dreams. Or perhaps this is simply a man allowing himself to believe that good things can happen to people like him. Day glances once more at his little family, sleeping beside him. Maya shifts slightly, making a small sound before settling again. Huyen's hand rests near his on the blanket. These two people have become his whole world. Whatever comes tomorrow, whatever challenges wait at the courthouse, Dee knows what he is fighting for. He is fighting for the right to love them openly, to build a future with them freely. With that certainty warming his chest, Dee finally closes his eyes and lets the dreams take over. In his dream, Day sees a house. Not a mansion or anything grand, just a simple home with sturdy walls and a roof that never leaks. The house has a wide porch where he and Huyen can sit together in the mornings, drinking tea and watching the mist rise from the river. There are chairs made of bamboo, worn smooth from years of use but perfectly comfortable. This is a home built for living, not for showing off. Inside, the kitchen smells of wood smoke and rice cooking. Huyen stands at the stove, stirring something delicious in a clay pot. The kitchen is not fancy, just a traditional stove that burns real wood, the kind that makes food taste like home. Shelves hold simple dishes and cups, nothing matching, everything loved. Through the window above the sink, morning light pours in golden and warm. The bedroom has a window that looks out over the vegetable garden. Dee imagines waking up each morning to the sight of green growing things, proof that their hard work is bearing fruit. A small corner of the room belongs to Maya, where she keeps her toys and later will do her homework. The walls might be plain, but they hold the sounds of laughter and the warmth of family. Beyond the house, Dee's dream expands to show the land around it. He sees a vegetable garden stretching across the cleared ground, rows and rows of healthy plants. There are cabbages with leaves spreading wide like green fans, tomatoes climbing up wooden stakes, their fruit turning red in the sun. Morning glory vines twisting through bamboo frames, water spinach growing thick near the irrigation channel, eggplants hanging heavy and purple from their stems. In another section, he sees Huyen's turmeric plants multiplied into a proper crop, golden roots waiting beneath the soil, ready to be harvested and sold at market or turned into medicine. Nearby, a trellis supports bottle gourds and winter melons, their vines reaching toward the sky. Everything grows abundantly because they tend it with care every single day. Dee dreams of a small pond behind the garden, stocked with tilapia that they raised from fingerlings. He sees himself standing at the edge, tossing food to the fish that swirl and splash in grateful circles. Whenever they want fresh fish for dinner, it is right there waiting. No need to spend money at the market. Everything they need comes from their own hands and their own land. There is a chicken coop, too, with a dozen hens that provide eggs each morning. Maya runs to collect them, carrying a basket that seems too big for her small arms. But she insists on helping. The chickens cluck around her feet and she giggles, never afraid, completely at home among the animals. Every day in this dream follows a gentle rhythm. Day and Huyen wake with the sun and work side by side in the garden. They weed and water, harvest and plant. Maya follows them everywhere, learning how things grow, getting dirt under her little fingernails. By midday, they rest in the shade of the porch, eating lunch made from vegetables picked that very morning. In the afternoon, Day might go fishing in the river, while Huyen teaches Maya her letters and numbers. The child is bright and eager to learn. When evening comes, the three of them gather around the dinner table, tired but satisfied. The food is simple, but everything tastes delicious, because they grew it themselves. This is the life De wants: honest work, healthy food, and the people he loves most always within reach. But the sweetest part of Dee's dream is the wedding. Not a grand celebration with hundreds of guests and expensive decorations. He does not need that kind of display. Instead, Dee imagines something small and intimate, a ceremony that feels true to who they are. Just their closest neighbors, the people who have watched their love grow, gathered together to witness their commitment. He pictures the morning of the wedding day. Huyen is getting ready inside the house while Day waits nervously outside. He wears his best clothes, simple but clean, maybe a new shirt bought just for this occasion. His hands tremble slightly as he straightens his collar. After all these years of hardship, after everything he has been through, he is about to marry the woman who gave his life meaning again. The yard in front of their house has been transformed, not with expensive flowers from the city or fancy rented decorations, but with wildflowers gathered from the riverbank and the edges of rice paddies. Yellow blossoms, purple blooms, delicate white petals, all woven into garlands that hang from the porch beams. The effect is stunning in its simplicity. Natural beauty celebrating natural love. Day sees their neighbor, Mr. Bin, sitting in a place of honor, the man who delivered the court summons that started this journey toward freedom. Other familiar faces fill the remaining chairs, weathered farmers and kind village women who have known Dee for years. They smile with genuine happiness, glad to see one of their own finally finding joy. Then Huyen appears in the doorway, and Day's dream becomes radiant. She wears a traditional white ao dai, elegant and pure, her hair pinned up with a single wildflower tucked behind her ear. She looks more beautiful than Des ever seen her. His breath catches in his throat. This woman chose him. This incredible, strong, loving woman wants to be his wife. Little Maya walks ahead of her mother, carrying a small basket of flower petals that she scatters along the path. She is the tiniest, most adorable flower girl in all of Vietnam, her face serious with concentration as she performs her important duty. The guests laugh softly at how cute she is, and even Maya breaks into a proud smile. Day and Huyen stand facing each other as a village elder speaks words of blessing over their union. Day barely hears the ceremonial phrases because he is lost in Huyen's eyes. When the moment comes, he takes her hands in his. They are the same hands that work beside him in the garden, that cook his meals, that comfort Maya when she cries. Now they will be his wife's hands. He slides a simple ring onto her finger. Nothing expensive, but chosen with all his heart. Huyen does the same for him, her fingers trembling with emotion. They are married now, officially and completely. They belong to each other. Day leans forward and kisses his bride gently, while their neighbors cheer and clap. The celebration afterward is joyful and relaxed. There is food made by friendly hands, dishes contributed by everyone who came. Music plays from someone's old radio. People laugh and toast the couple's happiness. Maya dances in circles until she gets dizzy and falls into Dee's arms, giggling as the sun sets over the river, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. Dee holds his new wife close. They watch the colors change together while Maya sleeps against his shoulder. This is everything he ever wanted, not wealth or fame or power. Just this, a family, a home, love that will last forever. In his dream, Day whispers to Huyen that he will spend the rest of his life making her happy. And he means every word. The first light of morning touches Dee's face and gently pulls him from sleep. He opens his eyes slowly, the beautiful dreams still lingering in his mind, like the warmth of sunshine. For a moment, he lies still, holding onto the images of wildflower weddings and vegetable gardens and Maya dancing in circles. Then he hears sounds from the kitchen. Huyen is already awake, preparing breakfast. Through the window comes the sound of Maya laughing at something outside. The real world welcomes him back with these simple, precious sounds. Dee smiles to himself as he rises from bed. The dreams were beautiful, but they were not fantasies. They were plans. They were possibilities waiting to become real. Everything he imagined can actually happen once the divorce is final, and they are free to build their future together. Happiness does not require riches. It requires only love, honest work, and people who care for each other. Day has all of those things right here in this little house by the river. He walks to the kitchen and wraps his arms around Huyen from behind. She laughs and leans back against him. Outside, Maya runs past the window, chasing a butterfly. The dream has already begun. Thank you for watching this special episode, dear friends. If Dee's simple dreams touched your heart, please like and share this video. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to continue following this beautiful journey. Remember that the sweetest happiness often comes in humble packages. Until next time, this is Life Single Review, wishing you love and dreams that come true.